To you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear mama.
Oh,
Happy birthday to you.
thank
Many,
you.
many, many, many more.
Dziękuję. Can I make a wish?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. My sweet darling Trey. I'm going to try and do this without crying, but we'll see. Your birthday's coming up, so it's giving me some time to just reflect on this year and how you have just completely changed our lives. I remember when I first found out that I was pregnant. I was at work with my girlfriends and I wasn't feeling well. They told me to run and grab a pregnancy test, so I did it at work, and there you have it. 2 pink lines. I was so excited, and the first thing I did was call your father. He was at work as well, and he was in total shock. He was quiet for about 5 minutes on the phone. After that, I wanted to take the rest of the day, just be in my own thoughts. I figured that this will probably be the last alone, quiet time that I have in a long time. So I wanted to take advantage of that and just feel grateful. You know, being a mother is something that I've always wanted to be, and it was finally happening. So I was just so happy and so thankful, and I couldn't wait to tell everyone. It was really hard to keep that a secret, like from your grandparents. It was so hard. I remember during my pregnancy, it was probably one of the easiest pregnancies that anyone could have. I had no sickness. My cravings were really limited, you know, sweets of course and spicy food, but it was really nothing crazy like making your father leave the house at 3 a.m. because I need a snack or anything like that. I prepared myself to have a natural birth, a natural water birth. I wanted you to come into a peaceful atmosphere. I wanted Anita Baker playing You Bring Me Joy as you entered into the world. So I tried to make sure that I ate right, that I got a little exercise in, not a lot, but that I was really healthy to carry you and for my birthing plan to just be perfect. Going into labor, I actually worked up until the day that I went into labor. It was on a Friday night. I worked that morning, came home. Me and your daddy I remember we had Thai food that night. I wasn't eating sushi even though I wanted it. We had Thai food, and like around 11 p.m. that night, something just felt different. And I went to the restroom and I was like, did I pee on myself? I don't know. But we kind of just monitored things. I felt a little pressure, nothing major. We hired a doula as well at the time, and the next morning we just let her know how I was feeling, and she was just, you know, letting us know if we should go to the hospital yet or if we just should stay, because I didn't want to go to the hospital too soon and be there for days at a time or have them tell me to go home immediately. So she told me to go to the hospital. I went, and because your mom procrastinates sometimes, Daddy had to go home and get a hospital bag ready just in case we were admitted, because I didn't pack one at all. It's so crazy. So while he was gone, my midwife came and she was like, you're not dilated, but you're right at 40 weeks. Do you want me to sweep your membrane, see what happens? Honestly, as soon as she did it, my water broke. I'm an active, like my labor pains were just like, help. And your dad is gone. He went to go get the bag. So she's like, we're going to admit you. I'm calling your dad because I'm like, I need you to hurry up. They're going to put me in a room and now I'm going to be by myself. Oh my gosh. If you ever have any children, please get your hospital bag ready beforehand. But so we were admitted. Those pains were intense. Like I said, I wanted to do a natural birth, so I wasn't going to have an epidural. It was so painful, buddy. It was so painful. So about 24 hours into labor, I only dilated 4 centimeters. And it just felt like I should have been dilated a lot more, especially in a 24-hour time span, and I just couldn't take the pain. I was contracting for 45 seconds each contraction, and my contractions were a minute and a half apart. So I was contracting more than the time in between contractions. And they're like, we see his hair. We just, he's just not coming. So I got an epidural. Thank goodness, because that pain was just excruciating. It was crazy. And your heart rate, was just going up and down, up and down. Like it would be like 170 and then it would drop down to 80, and it would just fluctuate so much. And they just told me, there we go. They told me that we had to do an emergency C-section, and probably the first time in my life I was afraid. And that's the one thing that I didn't want to happen. That's why I tried to plan everything so perfectly. So they prepped me for surgery. They prepped your daddy, and I was literally numb from the waist down. One cool thing though is everyone in the operating room was a woman. So my doctor was a woman, all the nurses around me, and then there's your dad. But I just thought that was really empowering, that women helping women. But 2.5 hours later, here you come. After my C-section, you're here. Oh my gosh. You didn't cry at first until they suck that stuff out of your mouth, and then here you go with beautiful lungs like mama. You're a natural born singer, baby boy. They placed you right on my chest, and my baby, that little boy I was talking to for 40 weeks, for 10 months, my little buddy was in my arms, and that was the happiest moment of my life. Oh my goodness. Boy, that was a lot of pain. I could have just eliminated that. One cool fact is, so your birthday, December 15th, they told me, in my early appointments, that, 40 weeks is about December 15th, but, don't hold us to that date, because no one ever really has their baby on the exact date that they tell you. It's actually a 3% chance that you'll deliver on that date that they tell you. And my boy, you are within that 3%. You did not want to come anytime early or anytime after. And I'm so happy about that. Oh my goodness. I'm going to tell you about that labor story every single year on your birthday, like my mom does to me. My sweet angel. You came into this world so happy. Your little smile, your little face, your little dimples, and you looked just like me. Now, you look more like your daddy, but don't let him tell you differently. When you came out, you were a spinning image of mama. My sweet boy. I love you so much. I just want you to know how much you are extremely loved by everyone. You are such a joy, and you are and you will always be the best thing that's ever happened to me. And I am so proud to be your mama, little boy. I love you so, so much. And I hope that every day you feel that love from everywhere. I hope you have the most amazing birthday, you sweet angel. I hope you always have that sweet charm. I hope you're always loving and you're always caring. I hope you are always kind to everyone, and I hope you never change. Mama loves you, sweet baby. Happy birthday. Love you.
I've waited 100 years, but I'd wait 1,000,000 more for you. Nothing prepared me for what the privilege of being yours would do. If I had only felt the warmth within your touch, if I had only seen how you smile when you blush, or how you curl your lip when you concentrate enough, well, I would have known what I've been living for all along. What I've been living for. Your love is my turning page, where only the sweetest words remain. Every kiss is a curse of love.